What's up, Star Wars fans and toy fans out there? Well, happy May the 4th, and welcome back to my channel. And today, I'm going to show you a few of my little pickups that I got here from a local vintage market. It was pretty cool. I actually had fun. Again, I usually go to these vintage markets every once a month. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to buy a lot, but I did, as you can see. So I'm going to show you each item at a time. So let's start from here. Um, so I got this Transformers Star Wars figure, and it's the Boba Fett with Slave One. It's pretty cool. Look at that. This is just an awesome looking. I mean, there was also other Transformer figures of Star Wars. There was Darth Vader with the TIE fighter and the Luke Skywalker with the X-wing fighter, but I pretty much like this one mostly. The guy was selling them for about close to $50, but I actually got this for a little lower than that, like about 30. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, still got this. Again, Boba Fett. Here's a little figure that comes with it. That's pretty cool. And here's this little other feature here. There's this little spinnable, what do you call it? Little spinner, I guess. A little disc right there, sort of there. And you can see the actual form of the figure. And then it's, usually it's a Slave One ship. As you can see right here, that's pretty cool. And on the back, it shows you more about the figure. And there's also other vehicles and figures along. There's the Darth. Oh, that's the Darth Vader I was telling you about. Yeah, the guy also had that one, but pretty much selling them all for $50, which they're pretty much, ask for a little bargain for this one. So there's also Anakin Skywalker's and Darth Maul. I believe that's Darth Maul's ship. So that's pretty cool. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. Now let me show you the next items that I got here. So along with that, I got some Revenge of the Sith figures. And as if you know, if you've seen, I just went to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters for its 20th anniversary. I think that was awesome. I might upload a little video of that sooner. I'm just gonna show you a few highlights in the video, but stay tuned for that video. So anyways, so here we have is the Emperor Palpatine with glowing force lightning, and of course it also says here that it can also changes Darth Sidious as well. You can see right here back, it says here if you could, there's like a little switch on his back or something. Yeah, right there. You're gonna see that right there, and you press that, and I'm guessing his little head will spin and turn into Darth Sidious from Emperor Palpatine. And he's got his little replaceable hand right there with the lightsaber, and of course this little glowing lightning. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is an awesome figure that I just bought. The person only had a few Revenge of the Sith figures. There was the Super Battle Droid. There was also I think it was Commander Cody, I think. But I think I already have a figure of that. But I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to like search for my entire bin of Star Wars stuff and look for it. But anyway, so that's Emperor Palpatine. Now let me show you Count Dooku. There he is. Christopher Lee as Count Dooku. That's pretty cool. And this, so he doesn't have much. Although I do notice there's like a little base or something. I guess like a little platform for him to stand or something. So that's pretty convenient and pretty cool. And on the back shows you other figures in the line. And like I said, the seller didn't have this much figures from Revenge of the Sith, only a few. But I'm hoping to collect all the other Revenge of the Sith figures. That's pretty cool. And I also need a Count Dooku figure. I didn't have a Count Dooku figure, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so I got that. And of course, um, I got two of the Power of the Force figures. I got Obi-Wan, or Ben, as we know him, and of course Luke Skywalker. I was missing these two to complete my Power of the Force figures, so I might do a little side video on my collection on the Power of the Force. That's pretty cool. Each figure was about $5, I believe. I think. So yeah, I spent only on 10 on these, and along with Luke Skywalker, he looks pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And now onto other things. If you notice, I got 3 of the original Star Wars trilogy on VHS with their original sleeves. You know, their original covers. Look, let me show you on the sides and on the front and back. Oh, that's very cool. And oh yeah, and also about the little Sharpie markings. That's one thing I'm a little concerned about, but I'm trying to find a way to remove those. Again, the seller sold this to me with the markings, so he couldn't do nothing about it. But anyways, so yeah, so I got these for three of these for $5, so that's pretty cool. And then here's the Empire Strikes Back. That looks pretty cool. And of course, Return of the Jedi. I think this is my favorite one. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Sleeve. I've been wanting to find these VHSs on their original sleeves, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, moving on, I got a few other things here. I got two playing cards. Here's this cool one with Darth Vader. Come to the dark side. That's pretty cool. And another one with A New Hope cover. That's pretty cool. Has a variety of cards with every pictures from the movie A New Hope. One thing I want to mention, that I actually bought these cards when I went to see Revenge of the Sith. So I was hoping to get the popcorn buckets that they were selling, and unfortunately they were sold out. Yes, I was sad and disappointed, but I didn't want to leave without nothing, so they actually sold me these playing cards they were selling, and these look pretty cool. I don't think I've seen these in stores or anything, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm still a little disappointed and sad that I didn't get the popcorn buckets. So anyways, yeah, big bummer. But anyways, let's move on. Okay, you notice I have here, it's the Imperial Space Shuttle. This is really cool. And the guy was selling it to me for about $2 or $3. I don't remember how much he was selling it for $2, but yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see here its little wings. They do flap down, like as it usually does. And there's the cockpit opens up. That's pretty cool. And this is probably one of the coolest Star Wars ships that I've collected so far. I might do a little collection of my Star Wars vehicles that I have here. So anyways, so stay tuned for that video as well. So anyways, that's it. And last of the two figures, I got this Death Star gunner. And unfortunately, this is from the Power of the Force, which in fact, I also have that on the Power of the Force green card right here. So you can see it's all packaged up, although the bubble is like a little crooked or something, but again, the card is still in good condition. That's a really cool hologram sticker right there, the gunner, but that's pretty cool. But the guy was selling this for about $1, so I picked up this one, and also I also picked up this probe droid from Star Wars. And which is funny, I also have this on the Power of the Force card with all packaged. So this is the one I've bought before, still in its package. However, I've been wanting to get these figures. I wanted to get these figures out of their card, you know. That's not because I think they look cool, pretty cool, you know. I mean, who doesn't want to open them and get them out of the card? But to preserve their value, or to preserve their, you know, their, I guess you could say their, so they won't age or something. You want to keep them in the card, but you know, just a little, as a collector like me, you know, I don't like to keep them in the card that much. But again, it's pretty cool. So I got this, that Star Gunner, and of course I got the Probe Droid, and as a few articulations, his head can move, spin or something, and of course it can actually release this little, I guess you could say this little missile right here. You can see right here. Yeah, it doesn't have that much force shooting it out, but however, it's this little piece right here. It can actually remove the his headpiece right here. Let me see if I could. Oh yeah, just like I said, it could remove. However, you had to hold it onto it with both hands or something, so the way the head could pop out as it's supposed to do. But again, it's still a pretty cool figure. Okay, now the other items that I have here are not Star Wars related, but these are other items that I found and picked up that I thought they looked pretty cool. So okay, so first off is this Jurassic Park expedition vehicle from the Lost World. This guy was the guy was selling it about for $6. Yeah. Although I did buy this from another seller, not the same one where I bought these items. So, oh, here I go, dropping it. But anyways, this vehicle can actually, yeah, you can see right here the back half can actually go up and down, and the little cage thingy can actually slide up. And it also came with this Velociraptor. That's pretty cool. Again, I'm a fan of both things, Star Wars and Jurassic Park. So pretty much those are like my favorite, you know, things and you know, of all time. But yeah, Jurassic Park is this Velociraptor. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It also comes with this figure. I don't remember the name of this guy. If you guys do know, let me know in the comments below. But again, I think this is the guy who gets eaten by those little baby dinos from the Lost World. I forgot their names, I'm sorry. But again, I also came with this figure, so that's pretty cool. And I also bought these playing cards as well, along with these playing cards that I bought from Star Wars. So yeah, so these are pretty cool cards. Again, I also like to collect playing cards. I don't know why, they just look pretty cool and fun. But yeah, pretty cool. And the last figure or item that I bought from this guy, from this seller, I also bought this rare Terminator action figure. And yes, and as you saw, its lights turn on by pressing this button right here on his chest. And this is probably like, I don't know, to me it's like the rarest or coolest figure I've seen so far. This was made back in 2000, Canal or something. I tried to look it up online. I can't find nothing about this figure. So if you guys know more about this Terminator figure, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, this is like probably the coolest figures I've seen. And the guy was selling about $10, and I'm like, wow, $10 for this figure? Wow, that's pretty cool. But yeah, well, yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. And again, like I said, these are not Star Wars related, but I wanted to show them to you guys anyways. But yeah, so, but again, the majority of this video were more about my Star Wars items that I picked up today. So yeah. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more other videos like like I said before, I might do a video collection of my Power of the Force figures. So yeah, so stay tuned for that video. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.